Go here. Test, test, test. Check, check. Good evening. Yeah. How about here? Good evening. There we go. Okay. Good evening. My name is Tom Wadsworth. I'm the interim dean for the Idaho State University LS Skaggs College of Pharmacy. Let me begin to warmly welcome you tonight. This is a wonderful annual ceremony that we do every year, and it's awesome to see the excitement and the vibrant faces in the family. So tonight we celebrate the initiation of our newest class of student pharmacists, and this is a truly momentous occasion for them. Tonight, they will don for the first time their white coats, and they will be doing that with individuals who they will spend the next 4 years with. Without yet fully knowing what lies ahead on your journey through pharmacy school, you will see each other through some of the most cherished as well as some of the most challenging educational moments and trying times. And along the way, and I hope and look forward to you building friendships that will last throughout your life. And I can tell you, some of these last few years have been really hard, and it's your classmates that get you through it. First, I want to, before we begin, I want to take this opportunity to recognize a few special audience members. We are excited that they're sharing tonight's celebration with us, and they have contributed a significant amount of time and resources to the College of Pharmacy, for which we are incredibly grateful. Please rise as your name is read and remain standing until all names have been read. And then please hold your applause until everyone has been acknowledged. To begin with, we have Neets Bankova, President-elect of the Idaho Society of Health System Pharmacists. We have Dr. Julie Brown, President of Connect Pharmaceuticals, owner of ClinRx, and a member of our class of 2011. We also have Serena Hand, Albertsons Pharmacy Manager and member of our class of 2018. And I should be putting doctor in front of their names. Dr. Mike McDevitt, Albertsons District Manager and member of our class of 2002, classmate of mine. I'd also like to wish to thank Idaho State Pharmacists Association, Albertsons Company, and Walgreens for their support and longstanding support, which helps make this ceremony possible. And I'd also like to recognize alumni and other pharmacy professionals who will be coding student pharmacists this evening. We have Dr. Sarah Cox from 2018. Are you here? Okay, Dr. Sasha Heineman, class of 2022. There she is. And Dr. Clayton Jensen. Fantastic. Thank you each for being here tonight. Please give them a warm round of applause. Now I'd like to ask all of the College of Pharmacy faculty and staff to rise. Over here, I think. Maybe some over here. There they are. These individuals possess a true passion for teaching and a genuine love of being a pharmacist and helping students achieve their dreams to become pharmacists. On behalf of Idaho State University and the College of Pharmacy, thank you for your caring and loyal dependability toward our student pharmacists and our profession and your important contributions to the college. These are fantastic folks. And I told the students today, if you take one advice from me, listen to them. They will lead you where you need to go. And I'll say it again, listen to them, model after them. These are the people who will mold you into a pharmacist. Thank you. This time, we'd like to introduce our first speaker. This is Neets Bankova. Dr. Bankova is currently serving as president-elect of the Idaho Society of Health System Pharmacists Board of Directors. Prior to this role, she served as the ISHP Secretary Treasurer for 2 years and completed the ISHP iLead Fellowship Program. She obtained her doctorate degree from the University of Utah and completed a PGY1 pharmacy practice residency and a PGY2 ambulatory care residency at the Boise VA. She currently works as the primary care pharmacy program manager of the VA Northwest Health Network Telehealth Hub based in Boise, Idaho. Please welcome Dr. Bankova to the stage.
All right. Hello. Thank you so much, Dean Wadsworth, and thank you, ISU College of Pharmacy, for inviting me to be here tonight. I'm honored to speak with you for a few minutes. So first, to the family members and friends in the audience, thank you for your support and encouragement in helping these future pharmacists make it here today. It hasn't been easy, I'm sure, but your continued support will be vital to their success. And of course, to the class of 2027, congratulations. As the introduction mentioned, I'm currently the president-elect of the Idaho Society of Health System Pharmacy, or ISHP. And this evening, I'm hoping to share with you some brief thoughts on the importance of becoming involved in professional pharmacy organizations, which really exist to serve our members, their professional interests, and our profession of pharmacy as a whole. So as you'll find out, if you don't already know, the pharmacy world has a myriad of professional organizations, each with their own fun acronyms: ISHP, ISPA, APHA, ACCP, the list goes on. Tonight, I'm not here to tell you which one to join, to promote any over the other. I'm simply here to encourage you to get involved in your profession. When you do that, you can help us advocate for and expand pharmacists' roles on the healthcare team. You can help us transform and grow the practice of pharmacy, and ultimately, you can be a part of helping us provide better care to our patients and our community. Membership in professional organizations comes with a wide range of personal and professional benefits that are yours for the taking. Some of these include networking experiences where you can build friendships and professional connections, as well as discover potential career opportunities, which you'll be thinking about before you know it. Practice tools and educational resources are available through many organizations. Advocacy and leadership opportunities are going to present themselves. And of course, organizations provide a platform for you to showcase your talents and your achievements and your improvements that you've made in the pharmacy world. Most of the achievements that professional associations are able to accomplish is due to the membership. Due to bringing together like-minded individuals that can make a bigger difference than one individual could. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts, right? So you can contribute to this whole if you choose to get involved. So wherever your interests lie, whether you know yet or not, that's okay. There will be an organization out there for you. An organization that offers something unique, serves a purpose, and connects people to a cause. Seek out organizations whose vision and mission and purpose you most identify with, and start there. And if you don't know where to start, reach out to your faculty members, to your advisors, to your mentors, to me, and we can guide you in the right direction. Personally speaking, I know I wouldn't be where I am today with the privilege of speaking to you all had I not gone beyond the classroom, gotten involved in my profession, and said yes to opportunities that came my way. So in closing, I want to congratulate you again, wish you luck in the rest of your journey, and encourage you to use your voice, get involved, and be excited to be a part of this great profession. I can't wait to see where we'll go together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bankova. And now I'd like to welcome our keynote speaker tonight, Dr. Julie Brown. Dr. Brown is a member of our class of 2011. Her passion for caring for patients with mental health issues originated while working in geriatric psychiatry at the Boise Behavioral Health, and continued to inform her roles at Intermountain Hospital and Cottonwood Behavioral Health. Spurred by a desire to change pharmacy practices, she started ClinRx. You'll have to tell me if that's how we pronounce it when you come up here, okay? A consultant group focused on outcome-based criteria that guided evidence-based outcomes in the Western states. In this setting, Julie consults with geriatric and primary care providers to monitor medication therapy through chronic care management. In 2021, she founded Connect Pharmaceuticals Pharmacy and continues to develop better pharmacy practice for the geriatric population in the Treasure Valley. She was recently honored to be a part of the ECHO Idaho Geriatric Panel and looks for ways to educate within her pharmacy practice sites. Dr. Brown, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the stage and hear your remarks.
Hello. First of all, I just want to welcome all of the new students to our profession. I feel like it wasn't long ago that I was sitting in your shoes and sit where you sit now. Our legacy as our profession has been longstanding, and truly it's been a privilege for me to be a part of it. Our profession includes a few people. The druggist. This is the old pharmacist that is behind the counter working day in and day out, that knows their patients really well, knows about their lives and is there to help people. The chemist, exact in all things and works long days with little recognition. The hospital pharmacist that's dosing TPNs in the hospital, working long days, including Christmas. There's so many identities within our profession. So the question I have for you tonight is, what is your professional identity? Professional identity did not start for me after graduation, but instead, there has been multiple experiences that have shaped me into who I am today. I would like to share some of these experiences with you as you embark on your own professional identity search. These experiences are not all inclusive, but present a learning experience to grow and develop into the kind of pharmacist that I wanted to be. Most of these experiences are from pharmacists or people that I admire and have pushed me to be better. To not embrace the norm, but instead to think with the tools that your education here at ISU will provide you. For me, my professional identity is to truly take care of patients and people in my community. I would like to tell you a few of these experiences. Dr. Drew Voltura, an ISU graduate. I was working as a technician at the Walgreens in Pocatello at night prior to going to pharmacy school. I remember this experience vividly. There was a young mother that could not afford her antibiotics for her small child. As Drew overheard the conversation I was having with her, and without hesitation, I watched him walk over, pull a $20 bill out of his wallet and pay for the medication and sent the woman on her way. He did not get recognition for this, but instead he saw a need and he stepped in. He helped me develop a skill to help those in need. Our profession, unlike a lot of healthcare professions, will be placed in environments regularly where you have to decide whether you are going to help another human or not. What will your identity be? The ISU Homeless Stand Down. This was a project I was involved with the summer between my P2 and P3 year, and it has left a lasting impression on me. At this point in my education, I didn't know much, but we had just finished our diabetes module at ISU, and they needed students to go evaluate diabetes patients for homeless patients here in the Treasure Valley. As we set up, I remember thinking, I don't know what I could possibly give to these people. I watched as my classmates walked around, checked blood pressures, did foot checks, reviewed medication lists, taught patients how to use a blood sugar monitor and insulin pens. This was something I had been taught in school, and I had the knowledge to give to another human. It was this experience that changed how I understood therapeutics and disease management. I realized that if I just studied for the next exam and did not study to grow my true abilities, that I would be selling myself and the patients in my community short. It was the first time I felt that my knowledge would change outcomes for other people. This changed my study habits and my passion to truly understand pharmacy and pharmacy practice and the knowledge that my teachers here had taught me. I know this shift in mentality is the reason why I'm clinically where I am today. I suggest you find your reason for learning. Brucey. This was a 79-year-old pharmacist that worked at a community pharmacy. When Brucey graduated from ISU, he would tell me how his exam was identifying tablets and capsules in their brand name form. But Brucey knew how to run a business, how to keep an inventory, how to treat employees, and how to have relationships. I was lucky enough to have worked with him. Bruce changed my perspective on pharmacy practice. He helped me realize what it meant to actually run a pharmacy and how to take care of people. While in pharmacy school, I worked 24 hours a week. Some would say that it was fortunate and some would say it was unfortunate. I worked with Bruce for 2 years of pharmacy school, and the practical experience that he provided me was one of the pinnacles of my practical knowledge and understanding our profession. Learning to manage my time and workload while maintaining good grades was a task. But I will tell you, if you want to practice at the top of your game, this is a task you must master. Bruce was old school, and he allowed me to grow and to fail. For me, the growth that Bruce helped me see in myself and the knowledge he helped me apply every shift, night after night, will forever be one of the sources of who I am today. This is the true art of pharmacy. Find someone or somewhere that you can develop this art before you cross that finish line. After graduation, I did what we all do. I found a job and began to work. This was not the identity, though, I had cultivated while doing my education. I knew I was capable of more. I had so many mentors here in this room, or a lot of them, that had taught me to push myself and my profession forward. How to use my knowledge to take care of patients, even if it wasn't the traditional way. So with that professional identity moving forward, ClinRx was started. We are a chronic care consulting group, unlike anything else. Our vision is truly to employ pharmacists who want to engage, who want to increase their patient care. We wanted to increase jobs in our profession and put pharmacists in roles to truly change the outcomes of patients. Because of this vision and identity, I also had the opportunity 5 years later to start a long-term care pharmacy and give our geriatric patients here in the Treasure Valley a more pharmacy integrated approach. So much of my success was because of the identity of caring, innovation, and knowledge I continue to strive for every day. Without these experiences in my life and all those who helped me develop them, I can truly say I would not be living this pharmacy dream. So in closing, as you develop your professional identity, I would challenge you to find mentors that encourage you to do more than what is being done. Ask lots of questions. Do it because it is the right thing to do. Work while you are in school and find your role. Ask yourself to use your knowledge, even in those areas where our professional art has not yet painted on the canvas. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Brown. I hope you listened carefully. We've watched Dr. Brown's development over the years, and it's so exciting to see the change that she has made and the lives that she has impacted. It's fantastic. That future lies ahead for you. Now, I'd like to introduce Dr. Jordan Millward, Clinical Assistant Professor in the Department of Pharmacy Practice and Administrative Sciences, who will serve as our Masters of Ceremonies this evening and for the coding of our incoming P1 student pharmacists. Dr. Millward.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Wadsworth. First year student pharmacists. The white coat ceremony provides a mechanism by which the values that are key to our profession can be openly articulated and carefully considered in the company of your peers, parents, and families, as well as your new College of Pharmacy faculty and staff. Tonight, you'll take your first step into the profession of pharmacy. You'll don the white coat as a symbol of that step and recite the pharmacist's code of ethics. You'll be expected to follow that code for your time here with us as student pharmacists, and more importantly, for the rest of your professional life. It's important to realize that once you become a pharmacist, you remain a member of this profession. Now is the time you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the white coats. Everyone get your cameras ready. The first 3 student pharmacists will be coded by the alumni and pharmacy professionals acknowledged earlier by Dr. Wadsworth. The remaining student pharmacists will be coded by our Department of Pharmacy Practice and Administrative Sciences faculty, Dr. Jordan Farrow, Dr. John Holmes, Dr. Carl Medeiros Kelly, Dr. Barbara Mason, and Dr. Nathan Span. Doctors Farrow, Holmes, Medeiros Kelly, Mason, and Span, will you please join us behind the stage at this time? And then student pharmacists, your rows should move towards the stage now as directed. I think Cynthia is going to help with that. When your name is called, please proceed to the stage and stand here. You'll see a nice yellow X. And then turn to face the audience at that time, and you'll be coded. After you're coded, you can exit the stage to the left here, and we want you to remain at the front of the room in order to recite the pharmacist's code of ethics once all the students have been coded. Those of you who are coding a student pharmacist, you may return to your seat once you've finished. Give me a signal when we're ready to get started. Good. All right. Hayden Bybee will be coded by their pharmacy manager, Clayton Jensen. Iva Hamilton will be coded by their pharmacy manager, Sarah Cox. Alyssa Pickens will be coded by their mentor, Sasha Heineman. Lindy Romrell will be coded also by Sasha Heineman. Adilena Ombres. Jason Blanchard. Christopher Crane. Hannah Crozier. Abigail Hale. Javi Ho. Mason Jackson. Maida Jimenez. Robert Jones. Rachel Kina. Jimmy Lloyd. Anicia Luna. Francisco Maria. Joe Martin. Maylee MacArthur. Maya MacArthur. Skylar Messick. Ivan Naishimiya. Brittany Patton. Victoria Pham. Abby Ramsey. Kim Roman Latin. Clayton Salmon. Keegan Savage. Audrey Sinepe. Peyton Stanger. Maddie Strand. Sean Torres. Rose Trevino. Kyron Tweedy. Abby Vaughn. Chloe Wilbur. Madeline Williams. Nicole Windsor. Troy Woods. And Alan Wu. What an impressive group of student pharmacists we have over there. You guys look amazing. I'll now invite to the stage our 2023-2024 Student Senate Presidents, Sierra Condi and Madison Pike. as well as our PPSA presidents, Troy Hutchinson, William Kammerer, to share in leading the recitation of the Pharmacist Code of Ethics.
Class of 2027, please recite the Code of Ethics with us. We will recite only the 8 main headings at this time, but please be certain to read and always abide by the full Code of Ethics from this point forward. Scratch that. I read the wrong line. So just gonna say it one more time. Class of 2027, please pull out the card from the pocket of your white coat with the pharmacist. You already have it out. Okay. Audience members, you may follow along as the Code of Ethics is printed on the back of your program.
Before we begin, I will read the preamble to the Pharmacist's Code of Ethics aloud. Pharmacists are health professionals who assist individuals in making the best use of medications. This code, prepared and supported by pharmacists, is intended to state publicly the principles that form the fundamental basis of the roles and responsibilities of pharmacists. These principles, based on moral obligations and virtues, are established to guide pharmacists in relationships with patients, health professionals, and society.
Okay, so now we're gonna please recite the Code of Ethics with us. We will only recite the 8 main headings at this time, but please read sure to read and always abide by the full Code of Ethics from this point forward.
A pharmacist respects the covenant or the covenantal relationship between the patient and pharmacist. A pharmacist promotes the good of every patient in a caring, compassionate, and confidential manner. A pharmacist respects the autonomy and dignity of each patient. A pharmacist acts with honesty and integrity in professional relationships.
A pharmacist maintains professional competence. A pharmacist respects the values and abilities of colleagues and other health professionals. A pharmacist serves individual, community, and societal needs. A pharmacist seeks justice in the distribution of health resources.
Thank you, Class of 2027. I now welcome back to the podium, Dr. Millward.
Thank you very much, Senate and PPSA presidents and first-year student pharmacists. Congratulations to you. Let me be the first to welcome you to the profession of pharmacy and acknowledge the important role upon which you've just pledged and you will now embark. The Pharmacist Code of Ethics is on display in each campus's student lounge as a reminder of the important pledge that you've just taken. I will now turn the time back to Dr. Wadsworth for closing remarks. Student pharmacists, please remain standing for a couple more minutes. Dr. Wadsworth.
Well, that's pretty darn exciting, eh? Yeah, really cool. It always gives me goosebumps. And it just wasn't too long that Dr. Brown and her husband, Dr. Brown, were doing the same thing. We were just reminiscing. I just want to say a few parting words before we go. I'm not going to say as much as written here. There's just too much, and I can be super brief. That's, yeah, that was a joke. No? Okay. They got it. So what I wanted to say to you all is thank you for your love and support for these students now, these future pharmacists. In order to become a pharmacist, they have to immerse themselves in it because it's a changing process. It isn't something that we put a white coat on and all of a sudden we learn. It's like juggling or karate. You don't read books about it. There's the old proverb, the guy gets hijacked in the alley and he says, stand back, I've read 22 books on karate. It's not how it happens. There's going to be a growing process and they'll need your support. They'll need your generosity with your time and your patience. They'll need your encouragement at times, and you'll need each other's encouragement. It can be a struggle, but like on any journey, there's a guide, and all of these people over here are there to help them. We've been to the top and we're going to bring this group to the top, and they will become pharmacists. It'll take 4 years. It's like the sun moving across the sky. If you just stand and look at it, looks like they haven't changed. But if you leave and come back, you can see that the sun has moved across the sky, and that will be their journey. So a couple of just advice I have for you that I give a lot of people. That right now you've come a long ways. It's been a long journey to this spot. There's more to go. And even though it's a culmination of hard work, you now stand on the edge of your career. This is the beginning. And it reminds me of the words of Julius Caesar from Brutus from Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. And you'll see this on our strategic plan. There is a tide in the affairs of men which, taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves or lose our ventures. And today, it feels as if you were on such a full sea. The tide is in your favor, and now it is up to you to put your boat out and take advantage of the moment you've given yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2027. I invite you all to join us for a reception in room 100A, and we'd be delighted to meet and greet you. Please come up and shake hands of faculty and alumni and introduce yourselves. We're excited to get to know each other. Students, please remain in the room for a class photo. Once the photo session is over, join the reception and join the party. Good night, everybody.